No matter how long or short it is, I can never get my corners to look right. What's up, guys? So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I know some of you for a fact are gonna be like, you think? It's only been like freaking a month and a half almost. And to you I say... As you can tell, I've been streaming nearly every day for the past, like, almost 2 months Fallout New Vegas. It's because I've been really enjoying that game. Also evidenced by, oh yeah, I haven't been recording Tomb Raider lately, so, yeah, I guess I should make a formal, like, return to form. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. As you can tell in the title, at least I think we're doing this video, I'm gonna be looking back on my first ever year, and probably only year, unless I decide to switch to online school permanently. Like I said, online school. And I made a video about this when my first month of online school. About, I don't know, like 9 months ago, maybe more. See, here's the cool thing about having plants. Like, I have fruit trees in my backyard, and a bird just landed and it's eating my damn cherries. How dare you eat my cherries? You know it's flying off like a dingus. You piece of crap. How dare you? I didn't plant those for you to walk away like you own them. You guys can't see it, but he's going like this. He's like, yeah, I did this. Yeah. I wish I could show you guys a video, but no. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway. I forgot what the frick I'm talking about, bro. School time, okay? School time. Alright, recently, my school year ended, like I'm assuming most of yours. Now, it ended about a week ago. A little bit more, actually, because today is Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah. We're gonna be talking about that now. Alright, so if you guys have been watching for a while and you've seen that video, which hopefully I linked up in the card properly. If not, leave a comment bullying me so I can do it. Yeah, anyways, you'll remember that I had a different class schedule. Now, because that was a while back, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot, you know, which classes they were specifically. But I know for a fact, a lot of my teachers changed. Like, my history teacher changed, they only changed once, which luckily, that's all I needed to get a good teacher. My English teacher changed twice. No, once technically as well. I had 2 teachers. They were both pretty good. One of them was basically my age. The other one was, you know, gone. So, yeah. My 4th period teacher, which was like digital imaging arts or whatever that is, it's not digital imaging, it was like digital, it was a really weird class, okay? Even in the beginning when I had that class, I didn't know how to explain it. So, yeah, that class changed teachers like 3 times. Even anyway, all that matters is, I got new classes, and for the most part, you know, I think my teachers, you know, care at least a little bit about me. Except my 1st period teacher, she probably wanted me to fall in a hole and die.
What did I do to you?
Okay, that might be going a little bit too far, but let's face things, right? You know, in the beginning, I'm like, these classes are pretty decent. Well, yeah, my 1st period has actually changed, okay? Remember in my past video I said that my 5th period was biology? Yeah, well, they switched it to my 1st period because my history teacher, it was a whole weird thing with my schedule. But, yeah, essentially, right, my grade from when I was in my 5th period, which once again, I'm pretty sure you guys know about periods. My grade when I was in my 5th period apparently failed to get transferred to my 1st period. So, literally half, and I really mean half, of all the assignments that I did were apparently failed because she failed to transfer the grade properly. So my 1st quarter of the year, I technically got F on it because of literal bull crap. I say crap because I'm trying to be as family friendly as possible, even though crap technically still isn't a good word. So yeah, that's why my biology teacher is my least favorite. It's not because she was a piece of crap, it's not because she was bad at teaching, she was really good at teaching. It's just that I will never get over the fact that I failed my 1st quarter for absolute bull crap. Like, it's not like I switched teachers. I had the same teacher, she knew I did it, and she's like, transfer grade, failed to send. Got him. Bro, I look like a off-brand pink guy. The complete opposite of that would be my Spanish teacher. Now, my Spanish teacher, for some reason, for those of you who don't know, once again, Puerto Rican, I mention this like every single video. Spanish is technically my primary language, even though, you know, I make most of my videos in English. My Spanish teachers, for some reason, I've had Spanish as an elective for every year. I'm going into my final senior year now, and I'm gonna have AP Spanish that year. Every single year I've had a Spanish teacher, and for some reason, my Spanish teachers, like, they always love me for some reason, because I've never failed a single Spanish class, let alone, like, a quarter. Alright, this teacher, like, I don't know why she cared about me so much, like, I'm not complaining at all, but think about it, my 3rd quarter and my 4th quarter, both of them, I had technically failed. And if you're wondering, like, oh wow, why did you technically fail? Because my 3rd quarter, I failed because out of laziness, and she was nice enough, to say the least, to push that grade up to a D, which, you know, here in America, or at least in Florida where I live, a D is passing. So, thank you muchas veces. I forgot her last name, I apologize. And my 4th quarter, I failed it because of testing. And you're like, okay, how'd you fail it because of testing? Well, here's the thing, right? I was testing for like 3 weeks. like 3 weeks of non-stop testing. So my brain was just completely mentally done with everything. Like, remember how I keep saying and how I did for like the past 2 months? Like when I took a break, like a month break. Once again, that was like a month and a half ago. So yeah, literally for like the last month and a half of school, I did, for lack of better words, I did gall, okay? I did nothing. So I'm surprised that I passed most of my classes. So my damn biology class, I fucking hate that teacher. Okay, I'll stop, okay? Sometimes my parents watch these videos. I'm not swearing, don't hit me. Literally my last quarter, right? The last quarter, I technically ended off, with the assignments that I actually did, I ended off with like a 44. A 44! And then my Spanish teacher, I know for a fact she didn't add like extra credit or something, because she pushed my grade up, once again, back up to a 60. And I think it's because I was a good student, because in the first 2 quarters, I got hundreds, both quarters. And then, you know, I was a very interactive student, I was nice, I wasn't, you know, like a little dingus. So maybe she's like, this is a pretty good kid, let me help him out. Which, once again, thank you, muchas veces. Okay, so now let's get on to the rest of my classes. Let's go to English, alright? My English class, I had the same teacher for like 2.5 quarters. Once again, my English teacher that I said was like round about the same age as me, she joined in like at the end of my 3rd quarter. Which, once again, would I say I like her more than my previous teacher? Kind of. The one thing I did like about my previous teacher is, I'm not gonna lie, we barely did work. We did like 1 assignment a week, which, you know, for people who actually care about school, they're like, oh my god, how are you not dying of boredom? I'm not doing schoolwork. Oh, ew. And to me, I say, it's lit. What do you mean? Like, I'm about to become the baby here, just let's go. Like, bro, why would I not prefer 1 assignment a week to 1 assignment every day? Which, by the way, is my new 5th period, which is my new history period, which I'll get to in a second. Well, yeah. This teacher, once again, well, not hard, because I've always been good at English. Once again, I always got A's in that class. Unlike math and the rest of them, which, once again, I'll get to later. We basically had like 1 poetry assignment a week. Like, we'd like dissect the poem and be like, what is the author trying to say here? What is he trying to say there? What could he have said differently? As you can tell, my regal accent is horrible. So that was my English class. It was pretty good. Once again, I got A's pretty much every single quarter, except for 1, which was an 85. If I cared about my grades that much, I would be mad. But I still passed, especially, you know, with a B, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, let's move on once again to history. Like I said, history class. For my 1st quarter, I pretty much had like no teacher for the entire 1st quarter. But my 2nd quarter is where it went down. New teacher. Apparently he also taught law in a college course, so he's very accomplished, as you can tell. Yeah. My history teacher was a good teacher. He was good at teaching, alright. As a very introverted person, I don't find many reasons to talk, you know. But in that class, I felt more comfortable, I guess I can say, in that class. Even though it's still me looking at a screen. You know, that class, we had, like I said, we had an assignment every single day. Which, you know, once again, they weren't hard assignments. But, you know, once you do them for like, you know, 9 weeks, they get kind of repetitive, alright, just to say the least. And once again, the one thing I will say about classes like this, you know the EOCs at the end of the year, where the teacher's like, alright class, remember everything we taught you, because you gotta make sure to know what they have in the EOC. Guess what? About 20%, and I'm not exaggerating here, about 20% of what he taught me was on the test. Everything else was different.
Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it?
I put a bit of
Random BS.
Let's move on from periods, alright? All I can tell you is, history, good teacher, good class, but EOC was straight garbage water. So let's rate it a B as a class in whole. Now I don't know why I started rating classes all of a sudden, but if I can rate my English, I'd rate it A+. If I can rate my Spanish, A+++, minus plus. History, B, maybe B-. Biology, D, you know why. Also, I never got to dissect anything, which I didn't like, because if I was actually on campus, I think this year would have been the year for, you know, dissecting frogs and stuff. And now some of you are like, ew, why do you want to dissect a frog? That's disgusting. You want to poke up all of them frog guts? And to you I say, yes, that's the one thing that I've seen like all on like high school movies and stuff, like poking up inside animals and stuff, and I'm just like, ooh, and I just like, I'm a very particular human being. Also, the bird is back. I swear he's taunting me. He's literally like freaking, stop grabbing my cherries. Why? Why? He flinches every time I touch the window. That's fine. In case you guys don't believe me, this little SOB has been eating all my damn cherries. They're technically acerolas, which are like Puerto Rican cherries, but more or less the same. I'm gonna call him Todd, because nothing good has ever come of somebody named Todd. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here, you dingus. Right, I'm pretty sure he'll be back later, but now that Todd the bird is gone, let's return, once again, all those gradings for so far. Let's switch to my digital infotech class, which once again, I still have no idea technically what it was. Because by the end of the quarter, it was pretty much just, you know, a PowerPoint and Excel class, which I guess is fine, but I don't know. I've been in digital imaging, by the way, which is kind of like your Photoshop class, like your Illustrator, like all those programs. I've been in those classes for the last 3 years, since my 8th grade year, the end of middle school. So when I joined, dang it, Todd, why are you back here? Once I joined digital infotech, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be the same. Kind of. Remember when I said that I switched teachers, right? The first teacher I had, his name was Mr. King. I had like 3 teachers called King, by the way, it's weird. I liked him, he was pretty cool. He wasn't in class often, which was once again, epic. But for the assignments we did have, I knew what I was doing, because it was what I was used to. But then when this new teacher came in, once again, it's not the teacher that's the problem. It's the class. Like, I didn't like what we were doing. Like, how do we switch? My hair was crinkly. I don't like that. We switched what we were doing from, I don't know where, like Photoshop and stuff like that. We switched to Illustrator and PowerPoint. Not Illustrator. PowerPoint and Excel. Now, PowerPoint, you know, it's easy. It's easy. Like, let's face it. If you've used PowerPoint once, you can pass the class. But Excel, while it's not a hard program, once again, we started doing Excel around the time we started testing. So, you know, I did like the first 2 assignments, and after that, I'm like, screw this, I'm out.
So screw you guys, I'm going home.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I failed the final quarter. And my parents came out to me and like, did you know that your teacher called me and she said you had 9 assignments overdue? And to you I say, yes, I know. And if you're wondering why I wasn't worried about that, it's because I had passed literally every single quarter. It's physically impossible, unless the teacher hates me, for me to fail that class. Because there was no ELC in that class, so the final grade I got was the final grade I got. And if you do the marvelous thing called combining all your grades from each quarter and then dividing them by 4, I got a B in that class. No, I think it was either like an 84 or 78. I don't know how I get these differences confused, but yeah, Todd, how dare you confuse me? Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, there was no chance of me failing that class, so by the end of it, I'm just like, I'm mentally done. I'm gonna focus on biology, because once again, that first damn quarter, I got a 50 in. So I was focusing on that one. Yeah, luckily, I passed the class by quarter grades. You wonder why I say by quarter grades? If you combine all my quarter grades and divide them by 4, I passed. Even if just barely, I passed. Now, if you combine it with my EOC, I think I still pass. Which, you know, I'm actually going to be genuinely pissed if I don't pass. Because while I'm not somebody who's like a perfectionist in school, I'm not like A's, B's, A's, B's. I would not accept a C. My parents are like that, I'm not. Alright? I'll be happy if I just pass the class. Because I have never failed a class, let alone a quarter. And I would feel like an absolute piece of crap if I did. Mostly because, you know, I'm not exactly the star child in the family, but I'm a pretty good kid here, okay? While everybody else has failed like a quarter or something, I haven't, so I'm not trying to start that. Yeah, but anyway, well, let's leave that real quick, and let's move on to my next class, which is, what class do I have left? My reading class. And yes, I still have reading in 11th grade, and if you're wondering why, I think I explained this in the first video. If I didn't, I don't remember, but essentially, I took the reading test. And I say the reading test because I forgot the specific name. I took the reading test in my 10th grade year, also known as my sophomore year. I took it in that class, and apparently I failed it by a singular point. Like, you need a 350, I got a 349. And ever then on, I just punched every reading teacher I had. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, this was another easy class. I don't know if all of you know what Achieve 3000 is. But we pretty much just did one of those articles per class. You know, they were really easy. I kid you not, I did not read a single article in the entire year. And I still passed every single article with 100. Now, you think I'm lying, but literally, I kid you not, if you read the context of every question, you can literally pass every single article. They're not hard. So that's why my Lexile level got cranked up a butt ton, because I wasn't failing. If you know what a Lexile level is, it essentially tells you how good you read. Okay, Todd bought his friends, freaking Brianna and Tinder Joe. I don't know what these names are. Yeah, but anyways, okay, never mind, they're not his friends, they're fighting. Todd is over there fighting with Tinker Joe. I think I called him Tinder Joe, but it doesn't matter now. You know what, Todd, I didn't like you before, but I'm breathing for you. Punch him, but don't take my damn cherries. Anyways, if you couldn't tell, I get off topic very easily. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, Achieve articles, right? My Lexile level got cranked up, which tells you how good you can read. So, you know the vocabulary questions you usually get in Achieve 3000? Yeah, well those, which were always easy, which is like, what is the synonym for distribution? What is the antonym for hyperbole? It cranked up from that to what is the definition of freaking expialifringialidocious.
What the f?
And I'm not just failing to pronounce a word. Literally, I didn't know. Like, once I got to my final quarter, I didn't know any of the words that were there. Like, any of them. Like, I've never seen these words before. So, believe it or not, I went from hundreds to getting 88s from vocabulary, which is supposed to be the easiest thing ever. And you're like, okay, why didn't you just search up the answers? And to you, I say I was proving something to myself. Okay, yes, I could have cheated and gotten 100, but I was proving it to myself that I can do it. Which I didn't prove crap, because I still failed.
It don't make sense.
I didn't fail. I just failed the questions, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, reading class, solid A-. I like the teacher, I like the class. It's just the vocabulary is bullcrap. So far, first period was biology, second period English, third period reading, fourth period digital infotech, fifth period biology, sixth period Spanish, and on my final period, math. Because this video is getting pretty long, let's go to my math class. Now, unlike when I was in class, which, well, for my sophomore year I had geometry, this year I had college readiness math, which is essentially the class you go into if you don't want to go into calculus, which if you willingly went into calculus, you're either really smart or you're hyping yourself up too much, because calculus is some bull crap, bro. Like, so anyways, in that class we pretty much did a bunch of for the first couple quarters we did a couple of straight up assignments with the teacher, you know, over the camera, and they're like, okay, we're gonna be doing this, this, and this. We're gonna be doing variables, blah blah blah. Relatively easy. It's just, you know, a little bit more advanced algebra. And believe it or not, from 8th grade and onwards, I actually didn't learn some algebra, so that's pretty cool. But, you know, from the 3rd quarter on, we were pretty much only doing Khan Academy assignments, which were really easy, to be frank. Until we got to certain ones, which I forgot the name of them specifically, but I was doing good for the most part. Then I know I started failing, and I'm like, why are they so hard? And to USA, it's math, alright? Math is unpredictable. Ever since they started adding freaking the alphabet to the letter system, I just gave up hope. Anyways, math, teacher, A+, regular class, B, and Khan Academy, B. So overall, I'd rate it an A- once again. So I liked pretty much all my classes this year, except biology. Once again, it's not because the teacher was bad, it's just because the freaking assignments at the end of it. I still hate how she didn't fix my freaking transfer grade. I'm going to find you. But anyway, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. If you want me to, you know, return to making videos, leave a like and leave a comment down below saying, baloney, make more videos. Why baloney? Because I know you made it this far, and I'll leave a like on your comment, and I'll pin you if you're first. So, yeah, if any of you care about that, cool, do it. So yeah, once again, I have a lot more video ideas in the pipeline. Keep in mind, I haven't been making videos not because I have no ideas. I haven't been making videos because school was a thing, and then, you know, once school ended, I pretty much been streaming the whole time. So I just haven't made time. And not that I haven't found time, I haven't made time. Todd, if you don't get the fuck out of here, bro. My God, I want to punch him, and he's a bird. Like, why couldn't I get Mordecai the Blue Jay? Like, come on. Anyways, that's it in this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, blah, blah. All of my links are in the description down below. If my, you know, I freaking spit my mouth can let me speak properly. And, yeah. Subscribe. It's been a while, okay? I've never known how to end videos. Yeah, right, that's my outro. Peace, and be blessed. I don't know what this is, but, yeah, peace and be blessed, guys. See you next video. Follow me on Instagram.
What is this nonsense? I can't believe I paid $6 for this!
Quiet! This is the best part!